What's going on YouTube, and welcome to Pokemon Gold Parts 20 and 21, because when I recorded this part it ended up being a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, and so I decided to cut it in half and make it into two separate parts. Obviously though, I'm going to be doing this whole entire audio sequence throughout this whole entire part. I'll just be uploading them in two separate parts, because I really try and keep myself from going above 15 minutes as best I can, because, personally to me, 20, going up to 20 minutes isn't too bad. Usually past that, you get worried about losing people's interest, or at least that's the way I see it, because I occasionally lose interest when something goes above 20 minutes or so, and this one ranges about like 22 to 25 minutes, so I figured it'd be good to cut it in half. Now, since we've obtained the move Fly, I decided to go ahead and do some backtracking, because now I have that. Now that I have Fly, Strength, Rock Smash, a bunch of those moves, I'm able to go back and explore some areas that I wasn't able to explore before. That's why this part ended up being a little bit long, because there is a lot to do here. Now, I did record this on Friday, however, I am obviously going to be doing the audio and uploading it on a Saturday. Now, some people are probably wondering why that is, but before that, let me just cover this really quick. For one thing, the audio video lag is pretty fucking bad at the beginning of here, as you can probably tell. Anyways, I went over, got the Togepi to go back to talk to the professor to show him the Togepi in order to get the Everstone. If you've read it, you know that Everstone basically keeps a Pokemon from actually evolving, basically. And since I decided to do some backtracking, I figured I might as well do some of the rematch battles as well. Now we're going against Joey here, who now has Eradicate level 21. My guess is, because Joey called me about 3 times now, I'm guessing every single time they call you, it means that they've gone up a few levels, and I think he called me about like 3 times, so that's why the Eradicate's level 21. Now we're on the way to see what level his guys are. Now, he only called me once, and it's going to show here, because as you're about to see, first thing we go against is a Metapod. It's still a Metapod, and it is only level 9. So I figure, good God, this is probably gonna take a while. And so, here we go. No joke, that there ate up about a good, I'd say about 3 minutes or so. Okay, maybe not that long, probably like about a minute and a half to 2 minutes, but still, that took a while. And honestly, this part could have easily went on about 35 minutes if I didn't do double time speed up on so many of the parts. But anyways, like I said, we're going to go back, we're going to do some exploring. Now, some people are probably thinking, why didn't I go to the Dark Cave just yet? I'm waiting until I get to, I think it's called the Blackthorn City, the final city, the 8th gym, in order to explore that place. I was thinking about doing because, the Dark Cave branches off to so many places, it gets a little bit confusing, and I need some time to, for one thing, understand where everything is and all that, because the strategy guide can only help so much. And there's a lot of hidden items in the caves that I wasn't able to find because of the strategy guide, so I'm going to need to go back and really do some research to figure out where it all is. But again, it branches out into so many paths, and I figured I'd save that for probably a part in its own when I do all of the Blackthorn, after beating the Blackthorn City and going through all of that right there. So I decided to skip that for now. Instead, I'm just getting a bunch of hidden items, like here in Violet City, you get yourself a PP up and a rare candy by going, through all this, and then we're going to route number 32 to cut this tree and to get to this guy that we can get to before he gives you the TM of Roar. Okay, now like I said, this is going to be uploaded on a Saturday. At least part 20 is. Part 21 is not going to be uploaded for about another week, obviously. There's a reason for that. Yesterday, I had a really short work day, but then after work, I received a text message that really pissed me off, and it left me, even right now, in quite a pickle, and things are going to be a little bit hard for me for the next couple weeks. And it literally took what that the amount of pissed off it was ate up all my energy, so I wouldn't have had any energy for this. And honestly, I probably would have spent the whole entire part bitching. And so I gave myself a day to relax. I just chilled out, whatever. And then, you know, after doing some relaxation, it's like, okay, let's go ahead and, you know, get the audio done for this part, you know. Don't bother asking, you know, what it is that's going on. I'm not, you know, there are only certain people that I would actually talk about it with anyways. And, you know, I'm calmed down, but like I said, shit's gonna be, you know, I'm pretty sure within the next couple weeks, there may be a week where I won't be able to do any uploading. Because, you know, like I said, I've been left in quite a pickle, and I really need to focus on that whenever I can, basically. So, there you go. But anyways, now we are here in the Union Cave, because now that we have Surf and Strength, although really all you need is Surf, unless you want to do something else involving Strength, but really all you need is Surf, we're able to explore the bottom levels of the Union Cave. Level 1 and Level 2. Now originally, okay, because Level 1 branches off into 2 different areas. I was originally going to save that for the end of the video. However, there's something that happens in, it's going to be part 21. At the end of this video, it's going to be in part 21, basically. And, basically, I wanted to save that for the very end. And I guarantee everyone here is like, oh, I know exactly what it is that's going to be happening at the very end of the video, you know, and if you want to spoil it, be my guest. I'm not going to. You know, you guys have to wait another week or so in order to find out what makes the end of this video so special. So originally, I was just going to show off the branching paths, do the one thing, then go back and do the branching paths. However, I'm like, you know what? I should save this for the very end. So I do a lot of cutting in this. This part actually did take the longest of all the Pokemon parts to put together because of all the branching paths going on. And the 2 branching paths I take here, they're not extremely long. And it's really pointless that I do it anyways, but, you know, I'm 100%ing this. I have to do it. And, you know, it does give me some more comical moments in this. Mainly the video itself. I seriously thought about not doing any commentary for this video because I thought the video would just be funny in its own regards. But, again, you know me. I gotta do commentary. It's the way I am. Also, I'm so used to giving stats into areas, like right here, we're in level 1 in a separate side of it, and that's going to change the Pokemon that we run into. However, I'm not going to go over the stats, because, like I said, I mean, I don't have the energy for it right now, especially because, like, I work in an hour. But, and then level 2 has even different stats, and even up here is different stats. So we're going to skip a bit, and here we go. You know, this is the part that I wanted to have for later, but I decided to go ahead and do it anyways. All I know is that in that grass area, I think you can get yourself a Natu and a Smeargle, that dog thing with the paint tail. And I think there's probably a few more stats within that small grass patch, but like I said, I just do not feel like going over it. You know, if you want to look it up, be my guest. You just have to look in Ruins of Alph, because that is indeed where we are. This cave does connect to the Ruins of Alph, because the Union Cave is right next to Ruins of Alph, of course. But, like I said, you know, there's a little grass patch area you can get, you know. I know for a fact you can get a Natu and that Smeargle, whatever the hell it's called. So yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, this Girafarig, again, if that's how you really pronounce it, I'm pretty sure it's Girafarig. Of course, during the test play of this, Quilava was able to destroy Girafarig because Rollout just kept on working. And then, unfortunately, Rollout decided not to hit this during the actual recording, so Quilava is kind of dead. Goodbye, Quilava. Another thing that you should, and yes, to keep it spoiler-free, because I'm just going to stop right there. It's just spoiler-free. Let's just leave it at that. In the Union Cave that we were in, against the trainers we were going against, like the Geodudes and the Grapplers, you want to make sure you take care of them immediately. More than anything, using Surf. Because all of them have the most fucking annoying move ever, the self-destruct. And it will take your guys out at the low level that I am at. So here we go. We got another one of these puzzles to do, and yeah. No joke, that was actually the first time I actually did that puzzle. I know I did a test play, but the only thing I test played was going against that trainer. That puzzle was the first time I ever did it, if you can believe that. Although it really shows in the next one. Well, not the next one, the one after this next one that I really didn't prepare ahead of time, because there are 3 puzzles that we're doing here. Like I said, 2 branching paths that basically just go to the ruins of Val. And honestly, doing these puzzles only puts you in like the same areas, basically. I'm not going to keep quiet. You guys heard last time. I did keep myself quiet for the last one because, again, humor value, but this time I just don't feel like it. Yeah, they just drop you in the same area with the unknowns. And I honestly don't know if it does anything. I know in Heart Gold Soul Silver that if you catch it's either actually no, I think what it is that when you do the puzzles and drop down to newer areas, you get newer types of unknowns to capture. At least that's how it is in Heart Gold Soul Silver. I think it's that way here too, I'm not exactly sure. And just to let you guys know ahead of time, I do know that there is something that you can do as far as the unknowns do. And it basically requires you to catch 3 unknowns and you get a certain item. That'll be for part 22. I actually did not know about it until just then. So obviously you're going to come out here, you're going to go to the left, and lo and behold, another puzzle. And indeed, as the caption says, fuck. I mean, goddamn. I have no words for what this puzzle put me through. Actually, yes, I do have some words for what this puzzle put me through. And you will see exactly what I mean in a minute. Obviously, you know, the little stop captions that I do. I got that from my good man, Topsy Hadley. He's been doing that in a lot of videos of his, and they do crack me up. And normally, that's not what I usually go for. Usually, when I throw in something like that, it's usually some kind of audio footage. Yeah, literally, it took me 30 minutes to do that thing. I didn't use any cheats or nothing. I seriously sat there for 30 minutes and just kept going until I finally got it, for Christ's sakes. But anyways, I usually do something like that isn't my thing. I usually do more audio-style jokes, but I just knew that for this video, it had to be done, period. That's just the way it is.